Welcome back to Everything Moto, where we provide you guys a little update of what's happened in the moto scene the past week or so, and we have a lot to talk about today. But before we get started, I want to let you guys know that it's just going to be me today. Doc is feeling a little bit under the weather, so I hope that he feels better. But man, I haven't done a solo video in a hot minute, so just kind of bear with me. Make sure you guys hit that like button, but let's jump right into our first topic. So according to Lewis Phillips from Vital, Eli Tomac will not be back at Yamaha in 2026. This has been a rumor for the past few weeks, but I guess they planned on Eli to retire, so they put all of their focus on like Cooper Webb, Justin Cooper, Haiden Deegan. But I guess Eli wants a 2-year deal. There are a couple teams that are interested, such as KTM, Ducati, and Triumph. And even according to Lewis, he tested a new motorcycle this past week. Now, I don't know which brand. I would love to get some insider information on that. But yeah, it's just kind of interesting. Let me know in the comment section where you guys think like Eli will end up. I can't envision him on a KTM. I think that would just kind of look weird, but I guess that might be like the best spot for him. I would honestly love to see him on a Ducati. I think that would be sick. But yeah, let me know in the comment section. So this next one happened this past week at Salt Lake City Supercross, where Cole Davies got severely injured in qualifying after Jordan Smith landed on him in a rhythm section. For both riders, they're somewhat okay. For Jordan Smith, he has like a basketball size bruise on his lower back. It's freaking gnarly. For Cole Davies, he has a broken nose and a broken arm. And if you guys have watched the clip, I'm very grateful that it's not more than that. That crash was absolutely gnarly, man. It was crazy. For Jordan Smith, he plans to be back for Paula. I'm not going to be surprised if he misses that round and comes back for a Hangtown to get a little bit more recovery. For Cole Davies, it's very likely that he'll miss the rest of the season. However, if we get an update throughout the week, we'll definitely let you guys know in next week's episode. So I definitely did not have this on my bingo card, but Lando Norris pulled up to the F1 race of Imola rocking a Haiden Deegan mugshot sweatshirt. I can't believe this was on my timeline this morning, but I honestly love it. I think we need more crossover between the two. Personally, I believe we need to hold a Supercross race the same weekend as the Miami Grand Prix. Could you imagine how legendary that would be? I think it would be honestly phenomenal. I could just see it now. All the guys from Supercross racing Saturday night, going to the race on Sunday. The crossover between the two would be absolutely insane. But this wasn't the only crossover that we had this past week. Aaron Plessinger was on the Dale Earnhardt Jr. podcast. And if you guys remember correctly, Aaron Plessinger rocked a Dale Earnhardt sweat or a t-shirt. I can't want to say sweatshirt because freaking Lando, but he was rocking a Dale Earnhardt t-shirt at Daytona saying doing it for Dale, and that's how these two connected. I haven't listened to the whole podcast yet. I plan to do that, but let me know what you guys think about this crossover as well. I think this is more in tune with it a little bit compared to F1. I feel like a lot of the Supercross guys, Motocross guys are NASCAR fans as well, so let me know what you guys thought about this podcast and what you guys think about this crossover in the comment section. So this one's kind of interesting. CNN Sports did an article on Austin Forkner, like battling back from his brain injury, and the article is phenomenal. I'll make sure to have the link in the description below for you guys to check out. But holy cow, Austin Forkner has been through it. He has had so many different injuries. It's insane. So many concussions. Even in the article, it stated that he had 4 shoulder surgeries on the same shoulder within 18 months. That's crazy. I do not know how he's still riding at this point. But yeah, big props to Austin Forkner for actually making it through a Supercross season completely healthy. This is the first time he's ever done it. I'm very excited to see what he can do in motocross. He was finally finding his groove towards the end of Supercross. So yeah, very intrigued about that. But also this article kind of got me thinking. This is now CNN, Pat McAfee show. We've been on Barstool. Jen went to the Met Gala. Supercross in the moto scene has definitely grown this year. I love it. I want to see more of it. And I mean, we were just talking about the crossover between NASCAR and F1 too. So like, it's growing exponentially, and I absolutely love it. I cannot wait to see what happens in the future. Yeah, I just wish that maybe one day Supercross is on ESPN, similar to what F1 was on. Like, you know, that would be insane. All right, so this one's happening right as we speak, but it's Glen Helen's Motofest, 4 days on 2 wheels. This is where the Stopwatch National is happening. That actually happened yesterday, and Colton Nichols went 1-1. There's $30,000 up for grabs. He secured 10,000 of that, so good job, Colton Nichols. For Friday, today, there's just going to be like a practice for all the amateur guys. Saturday, they're having a 250 and a 450 showcase. showcase, 2Moto format. There's a bunch of pros in this. Go check out Matt Burkeen's video. He goes over basically everybody involved. I'll make sure to have the link in the description below for you guys to check out. He does a really good job at explaining everything. And then on Sunday, there's also an amateur GP racing. Yeah, so crazy 4-day event. A lot of cash up for grabs. It's honestly so sick. Oh, did I tell you guys at the 250 and 450 Pro Showcase, there's $70,000 up for grabs? That's insane. So yeah, definitely go check this one out. They're streaming it on Motocross Action Magazine's YouTube channel. I'll have that in the link or in the description below for you guys to check out too. But yeah, so freaking sick what they're doing at Glen Helen. Hopefully this happens every single year. There's some prominent names to show up to this, like Ryder D was there, Julian Beaumer was there, Colt Nichols, a bunch more. So yeah, go definitely check out this. The link's going to be in the description below. And big shout out to Glen Helen for putting this on. So we had some breaking news that happened this morning. Malcolm Stewart has partnered up with FXR Racing, and this is huge. You don't normally see gear changes happen through the middle of the season. He's been with Seven since 2016. It's his family's company, so it's very surprising that he is changing. However, with this partnership, he's going to be rocking FXR for the remainder of his racing career. He also is launching his own fishing apparel brand called 27 Parallel in collaboration with the FXR Pro Fish, the performance fishing division in FXR. And honestly, it makes sense. It's a perfect situation for both of them. Will you guys be picking up some of this merch? I honestly think it looks freaking sick. I might actually go do that. I'm going to have the link for their website in the description below for you guys to check out. And let me know what you guys thought about this. Did you guys expect this when you guys woke up this morning? Because I definitely did not. All right, so we have some breaking news. Coty Schock is actually going to be racing a 450 this summer in Pro Motocross. According to Racer X, shout out to Mitch Kendra. Dude, always shout out to Mitch Kendra, bro. He does a phenomenal job at getting everything released on Racer X. It's freaking awesome, so big shout out to him. But apparently Coty Schock really wanted to get back on a 450 at some point, and he feels like this is the right time. I do believe that he can maybe be a top 10 guy, maybe a top 12 guy if he gets a good start. Definitely a top 10 guy. But yeah, kind of crazy that he's going to be moving up. I thought he was going to have a really good season on the 250, but yeah, just kind of crazy. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comment section below. Do you think he can get a top 15, a top 10, maybe a top 5 later on in the season? That's kind of a reach in my opinion, but let me know what you guys think about it in the comment section below. So we have some more breaking news. Dylan Ferrandis will not be racing this summer for Pro Motocross. According to his IG, he has a stress fracture in his left leg that he's been dealing with all season, which is kind of crazy. Something very similar to what happened with Tomac at Tampa. Kind of crazy that he raced all season. Props to him. I can't believe he did that. But he will be out for the outdoor season, but he possibly might be back for the last couple rounds to get ready for SMX. But yeah, just kind of some sad news. I thought he was going to be really well. He's a champion outdoors. I thought he'd potentially maybe be a top 7 guy. It looked like in Supercross he was finding his groove. You know, he was getting top 7s consistently. So yeah, kind of a bummer, but I hope that Dylan has a speedy recovery and we can see him for maybe even the last like 3-4 rounds. Now, one guy that is definitely not racing the full Pro Motocross series, and that is Dean Wilson. However, there is a possibility that he'll be racing the full Supercross season next year. Now, this is a possibility. He said on the Vital podcast that he's had 3 to 4 phone calls with teams for a potential spot next year. However, he did mention that he loves his schedule now, where he races about 4 to 5 Supercross races. He goes overseas, does all that like UK stuff, the Brazil stuff, the Australian stuff. He really loves all of that aspect. But I would love to see him race a full season. I think he could do extremely well. We saw what he's capable of, man. Top 10s. He even got a 7th on the last round. I don't care about the depleted field. He is very capable of getting top 10s. But in the comment section, let me know what you guys think. Do you guys want to see him every single round at Supercross? Or do you kind of like his schedule where he goes around the world and races there? So let me know in the comment section. So this is for all the Brazil fans. Enzo Lopes will be racing the entire Arenacross Brazil series. He'll be racing as part of the Yamaha Racing Brazil in the Blue Crew program, which is freaking phenomenal. He's going to be racing up against Dean Wilson, which is going to be sick. It's a 4-round event. There's one that's happening on May 30th and 31st. There's one that's happening on July 12th, and the finale is happening on August 23rd. It's kind of spaced out. I don't like how spaced out it is, but I'm pretty sure that is because they also like incorporate the motocross series that's going on in Brazil. But yeah, super excited about this. We watched it last year. It was a lot lot of fun. Maybe I'll watch it again this year, but let me know what you guys think about it in the comment section below. Do you think Enzo Lopes should be racing pro motocross? I personally think he should. So this one's kind of a bummer, but FIM World Supercross Championship will no longer travel to London in 2025. According to the CEO, Tom Birdwell, they exhausted every option to make it work, but ultimately circumstances outside their control at the stadium made it impossible to deliver the event. And it's kind of a bummer. I was honestly looking forward to that. However, they are going to a lot of cool places this year, all right? They're going to Malaysia, Argentina, they're going to Canada, Costa Rica, they're going to Australia. They're going to Cape Town in South Africa. I personally believe they need to do something in works to get like with Paris. How sick would that be to incorporate the Paris Supercross with World Supercross? I think that would be freaking sick. So last thing I have to talk about is a little bit about video games. But FMF officially partners up with MTG, which is honestly freaking huge. Now MTG has the Triple Crown series in Canada. They got Race Tech, FMF. They have the Arenacross series now. So they're coming together. I know that the playtest or the beta playtest should be coming out here in the summer very, very soon. I know it's supposed to be during the summer. I honestly really want to play it. I want to see how far it's come since the first couple clips that we have seen. I wish Doc was here so I can talk about this because he would definitely have some more information on this. Maybe I'll ask him during the week or whatever. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about this. Will you guys be playing the game? What other partnerships do you guys kind of expect? I think FMF is huge, and I think more like potentially like crazy partnerships are going to be in the works. Just from thinking about how FMF's in this, you could possibly have some gear companies. You know how sick it would be to say like Monster was part of it or like Red Bull? That's a little bit out of reach. But you know how I guess Monster Energy Supercross has their own. What about Red Bull? Like Red Bull could be part of it. That would be kind of sick. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section below. Thank you guys for bearing through this. I know it's a lot of information. I tried my best. I'm absolutely horrible at solo videos. So thank you guys just very, very much. Yeah, I hope that you guys have a great rest of your day, and we'll be back with our predictions for motocross very, very soon. So thank you guys so much, and we'll be back with our next video. Peace.